Hello everyone! Nature never ceases to amaze with its incredible beauty, power, and unpredictability. In this episode, we've put together a thrilling collection of unique natural events caught on video. These are moments that showcase the immense force of the elements, making humans seem so small in comparison. You'll witness the dramatic aftermath of powerful floods, destructive tornadoes, and other natural disasters. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Now, sit back and relax, we're starting right now. Beachgoers witnessed an astonishingly beautiful phenomena. A tornado formed miles offshore, lifting hundreds of tons of water into the air. It looks almost magical, like a waterfall pouring from the sky, with the clouds in the background turning a nearly black shade. It's a rare sight, and the people on the beach were lucky to witness it live. After heavy rains, the river level rose significantly, and the current gained incredible strength. At first, the central part of the bridge was submerged. Large debris floating in the current likely contributed to the bridge's collapse. The man filming nearby jumped back as parts of the bridge couldn't withstand the pressure and fell. Within seconds, the massive structure disappeared beneath the rushing river. While driving along the seafront, a man caught the beginning of a fierce storm. The road running along the coastline is separated from the water by only a low concrete barrier. Waves crash into the shore, hitting the concrete and spraying high into the air, reaching several meters in height. Some parts of the road are already so flooded that it looks like it just rained, and the spray gives the impression of an emerging fog. The stormy sea is an incredible sight. Its surface looks as if it's boiling from the powerful waves. The turbulent waters stir up silt and sand from the bottom, turning the water near the shore muddy and dark. Due to a major flood in early October in Thailand, hundreds of elephants had to be rescued from a local sanctuary. A vast area was submerged. The animals, almost halfway underwater, hurried toward their caretaker who was filming them. Understanding the danger, they quickly approached the person. The elephants seemed to be calling for help, producing sounds as if to tell or ask for something. They were worried about their relatives, also fleeing from the flood. Such a major flood hadn't happened in the sanctuary in years, so it was a real shock for the animals. Aside from the elephants, many smaller animals lived there, and they were evacuated earlier when the authorities warned of possible flooding. The elephants, however, were left in the hope that it would pass. But when the water rose over a meter, evacuation was decided. Some elephants live out in open areas, while others are enclosed within the rehabilitation center, including sick or elderly elephants or those with injuries. Without the help of their caretakers, they would not have survived the flood. Hopefully, all the elephants were moved to safety, and once the waters recede, they can return to their sanctuary in peace. Heavy rains in Nepal caused a massive flood. Huge areas were submerged, and rivers overflowed their banks. A bridge near the mountains couldn't withstand the water's force and started drifting. The city's streets turned into rivers, with water reaching several meters high. The current carried away someone's furniture, likely swept from a house. Look at the water pouring from a building's window like a waterfall. The scale of the flooding is staggering. Tragically, the disaster claimed over 100 lives, with nearly 100 more missing. In Marseille, France, heavy rains flooded the city's streets, submerging many cars nearly entirely underwater. The current swept away trash bins and anything in its path. Numerous cars were damaged from the flooding, with water entering their interiors. Some people found themselves caught off guard in their vehicles. One truck was flooded, forcing the owner and a passenger to climb on top to avoid getting wet. They hope the water recedes soon, so they won't have to get wet reaching dry ground. In Bosnia and Herzegovina, severe flooding left several settlements underwater. Many residents left their homes for safer areas until the water recedes. Almost everything is submerged, only a few sections of road and hills are visible. Many houses are flooded. Those fortunate enough to have homes on higher ground were spared. Residents tried shoveling water from their yards, though the effort seemed hopeless given the scale. Many vehicles ended up in the water. Do you see the post in the middle of the water? They used to support a fence, but the current swept it away. Part of the town, safe on a hill, was mostly unaffected, but the neighbors weren't so lucky. Several homes were flooded up to several meters. Water filled basements and eroded roads, leaving the area only accessible by boat. Some houses are almost completely underwater, with only their rooftops visible. This is why building on a steep hillside at the foot of a mountain isn't the best idea. Look at this odd structure with houses stacked on beams one above another. A minor landslide destabilized the structure, and residents and neighbors ran outside, helplessly watching the building on the verge of collapse. One man approached, despite others trying to stop him, just as the collapse began. Some people and a dog managed to run to safety. First, the lowest section crumbled into a pile of wood and stones. The upper beams tilted sharply, and the house above began creaking, with chunks of concrete falling as the structure was on the verge of collapse. Eventually, it gave way and crashed down. Due to a rainy summer, the river's water levels have significantly increased, leading to erosion of the dam. It couldn't withstand the force and collapsed. There was a road on it, so it had to be closed. Thankfully though, no one was injured due to the collapse. Now it looks more like a waterfall. I mean, just look at how much water there is. It's eroding the surrounding banks and continues to wear down the dam. The erosion has increased, making the gap even wider. A man found himself near the center of a tornado. He was driving down the road when he saw a massive column of dust and debris lift into the air. Look at the scale of this phenomenon. Although it's happening during the day, visibility is almost zero due to the dust cloud. It's full of various items, trees, and pieces of rooftops. Several power poles were knocked down by the wind, and road signs are scattered everywhere. Trees have broken branches, and cars are overturned. All that's left of the house is a pile of rubble, and there's even a boat stuck in a nearby tree. The man decided to go closer to the destroyed building to check if anyone needed help, likely carried there by the tornado. The house's walls have collapsed, with beams, debris, and furniture all piled up together. A woman was relaxing by a lake when she witnessed an unusual sight. A whirlpool started forming over the water, a real water spout. But look at its strange shape. Initially, the vortex is nearly vertical, but then it curves and becomes horizontal, even twisted. This phenomenon occurs due to differing air currents and pressures at various levels above the water, creating these unusual shapes. Capturing such a rare event on video is true luck, as it doesn't happen very often. See how stable this waterspout is? The woman records it for minutes, yet it barely changes shape or moves. A man on the dock nearby is also watching this rare natural event, happening just a few dozen feet away. He isn't afraid, as waterspouts are usually not destructive. Plus, there's no strong wind around like during a tornado. Eventually, the vortex starts to expand and dissipate. It's moving towards the shore. Some fishermen decide to retrieve their belongings from the dock in case the wind scatters them, so they quickly head to their pier, grab what they need, and hurry back to avoid getting soaked. But one man decides to show off his courage by challenging the waterspout. He displays his strength, but finally decides to hold onto a post as the vortex approaches. He got a bit wet from the spray, but he seems pleased. A group of tourists was traveling along a mountain road when they suddenly found the road had disappeared. It's unclear what caused the collapse, but the aftermath is shocking. A large section of the road and asphalt fell down the slope, tearing up underground infrastructure alongside it. Several large cracks are visible on the asphalt, suggesting more landslides might follow. They'll need to find a new route around the damaged road. Dozens of people gathered to watch a massive surge of water, resembling a tsunami. Due to the mist, it's hard to see where this wave ends. The water rapidly floods the beach. The onlookers are thrilled. It seems this is a frequent occurrence here, as many cars are parked nearby. What do you think caused these waves? Did you know deserts can also flood? This happens very rarely. In these shots, we see the Sahara Desert, which hasn't seen such an event in 50 years. Huge areas have transformed into lakes. It's a stunning sight, like a magical beach appearing in the middle of a sandy desert. Many people have come to witness this beauty firsthand and take some amazing photos. Some scenes look like a mirage. Stepping onto her terrace, a woman was shocked by what she saw. The entire area around her was flooded due to a deluge that engulfed the village. Only the houses remained visible, with their first floors submerged. She probably lives near the shore, as there's a pier nearby with the boat moored. But with the water level so high, it's like she's surrounded by a lake. Small storage sheds and garages are completely underwater, with only the rooftops peeking out. Here's a moment captured during a sandstorm in Iran. With so much dust and sand in the air, it looks like the city is blanketed in thick fog. Visibility is reduced to just a few dozen feet, and the streetlights are barely visible. It's hard to tell if it's day or night. When such storms hit, it's as if the sun goes out. The sand on the ground resembles water. Notice the force of the wind. Palm trees are barely holding up. Over the sea, you can see a sharp contrast. On one side, everything is shrouded in an orange mist, while on the other side, the sky is clear and bright. Look at the strong wind beginning before the sandstorm hits. Everything around is covered in dust, and this is just the beginning. The sandstorm is only starting to move down the road, and it's already engulfing trees, buildings, and cars. You can only see what's right next to you, but the sandstorm doesn't seem to scare the locals. They continue driving cars, and some are even on motorcycles. During a severe flood, a dog found itself trapped in the water, struggling to stay afloat with nothing to hold on to. Watching this is heartbreaking. It's so sad to see the dog in such distress. But a kind-hearted man spotted the animal in need and didn't hesitate to help. He approached with a stick to offer the dog support. When the dog saw its rescuer, it was visibly overjoyed, wagging its tail. The man managed to guide the dog to a safer spot, and now the dog is on top of a roof carried by the current, safe and sound. This is an act worthy of respect. The owner of this Lincoln car is incredibly lucky. He parked his car and a tree fell nearby, but the fall was so precise that not a single branch touched the car. No scratches at all. He should probably buy a lottery ticket. A powerful tornado was caught on camera in Florida. Look at the massive chunks of debris and roofing material flying through the air above the road. The camera is shaking intensely due to the wind, while the drivers on the highway are caught by surprise. Let us know down in the comment section which video impressed you the most. We are eager to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on more exciting compilations. Stay with us and see you soon.